Hi, this is my video I'm creating for men. It's a self-help guide for men, and it's basically going to help you guys kind of um, uh, talk to women. It's called I was going to write a book, but I decided to write a book. I decided that the video would be better, and so the video is going to be called "Language of a Woman." And basically, it's going to help you talk to the woman that you're in a relationship with, or um, sexing, or whatever you're doing with her. It's going to help you have a better relationship with her. Now, I decided to do this. Like I said, I was going to write a book at first, but I changed my mind because um, it's not always. I thought it would be better if I said it myself. Things could be better. So this video is to help men so that situations won't happen that shouldn't happen. I was in a situation to where I was so many things were being said to me, and I'm a grown woman. I don't need a man to gas me up. You know, just tell me what's what. And if you tell me what's what and not gas me up, then it'll be fine. But men tend to want to gas you up, and I don't need to be gassed up. I need you to tell me what's what and be honest with me. So the topic is a self-help guide, like I said, and it's called Language of a Woman. The first topic is being 100 and staying in your lane. This is what I'm talking about: staying in your lane, being 100 with a woman, being 100. This is not a book for women. This is a book for men, so you can learn how to speak to a woman and talk to her, and that way you won't have undue pressures and pains and all this other stuff. All unnecessary stuff won't happen. So if you um, tell a woman how you feel from the get-go, from the start, and not lie to her about how you feel about things, using words like I love you or I'm in love with you, not necessary. Don't do those things. Don't use words like I love you and I'm in love with you, because all you do is cause pain and pressure. Because if you say I love you, women are going to take that you love her really. And if you don't really feel that way, then don't say those words. Don't say those words. Refrain from saying those words. You can say words like I like you, I care about you. Those words are acceptable. And in a situation to where you're in a situation with her where you're not really feeling her, you have another girlfriend, you have a girlfriend or a wife, you should never use those words, because they'll come back and bite you, brother. They'll bite you. Now, remember to always keep it 100 with her. Because if you keep it 100 and you explain her situation and you let her know what's what, she can't throw it in your face. That's something. I'm not saying that every female won't throw it in your face, because there are some that don't get it. But a woman like me, if you tell me what's what, I'll stay in my lane. If you send me mixed messages, then I don't know what to think. Because you keep telling me one thing and then telling me another thing and then telling me another thing and telling me another thing. And the day you with her and tomorrow you're not. The day you with her, tomorrow you're not. The day you're with her, tomorrow you're not. It's every week is something different. You're breaking up with her. You want to be with me. You love me. Don't do that. Don't do that. Stop it. Stop it. Men, if the woman that you're screwing, okay, so there's a woman that you're in love with, that's your girlfriend, and she don't give you the love, and you may like some kinky shit and whatever. Excuse my language. I'm not trying to be nasty, but I'm trying to get it out. I'm trying to refrain from using as many curse words and vulgar language as possible. But she may like some kinky stuff. And if you, as a man, like that, then if your girlfriend is not providing that, if you want to be with this woman, I would suggest you not cheat on her. Because if she finds out she's going to be done with you, well, some dingy chicks will still stay with you. But the ones who decide they don't want to be with you, okay, so if you want to stay with her, teach her. But you got to start slow. Find one thing and then introduce that thing to her. And then find something else and introduce that next thing to her. Tell her, let's try it. How about we try it? Introduce her things. If she's not the kind of chick who likes to watch porn, okay, you may have to start off with some kiddie porn, some light-hearted stuff. Then go on to some more hardcore. And then again, she may not be that kind of woman sexually. No, you decide whether the sex and the love is more important to you. Is the sex more important to you, love more important to you? Because the chick on the side, she can satisfy you sexually, but you don't have a love for her. You get the love for the other one. So you decide whether you want, which way you want it, because sometimes you can't have it both ways. Sometimes the woman can give you all the love, but she ain't got the emotions. And that's the way it is. Sometimes it's like that. You have to decide what's important to you. You ain't gonna always find it both ways. Now, keeping it 100 means just that, keeping it 100. Don't lie to a woman about things. She needs to know things that's important. Also, we go back to things like staying in your lane, because this is a two-part, but it actually is one, because it all kind of folds in together for stay in your lane. When you are seeing a woman who's not your girlfriend, then you should not try to restrict her from dating other men. That should not be what you do, because she is not your woman. So you should not show up at her apartment or home unannounced. And then if you do show up, don't act crazy, because you are not her man. She's not your woman. You have to remember that. You have a woman. You can't put no one in check when they're not yours. Keep that in mind. This is where men go wrong all the time, trying to put somebody in check and trying to fight another man over a woman that's not even his woman. If she's your woman, okay, I understand. But if she's not your woman, you should not. She's just a chick on the side. You cannot be right here trying to hold on to everything. You can't have them all. You got a woman. Because the first thing she gonna say is, why the frick you tripping? You got a girlfriend. And you up here trying to fight somebody who coming to visit me. And that's the first thing she'll think, well, what the frick are you doing? Really? So, but you ain't gonna allow her to come to your home and start no stuff. I'm just saying. Dude, stay in your lane. Your lane is the same thing as analogy as men and trees. Dogs like to go out and pee on trees that's in their yard or around their area, their home. You know, every dog will pee on the same tree. Only tree that don't get peed on is one that's in the fenced in behind the gate. The only people that can pee on that tree is that one dog. Now, that's your girlfriend. She's got the fence. The chick on the side, now I'm not trying to use this analogy to hurt anybody's feelings. I'm just saying, this is the way it is. Now, the chick on the side, she's in the field. She is going to get peed on by several dogs. I'm not calling men dogs. I'm just using this analogy. Several dogs are going to pee on her tree. You're all going to cover up each other's scent. If you don't claim this tree as your tree and put a fence around it, guess what? Other dogs are going to continue to come through and try to pee on your tree. Now, you also can't put her on a shelf. If you allow this woman to have a boyfriend and she decides that she still wants to deal with you, even though she's dealing with someone else on the side, then that means that this guy emotionally connects with her, but sexually he may not satisfy her. Now, if you decided you want to also continue seeing her in that fashion, you have to control yourself. And guess what? It'd be better for you, because she will never call you out on anything, because she has a man. She has a man. And she is not going to jeopardize her relationship with him for you, especially when you're not committing yourself to her. Now, that helps you stay in your lane. You cannot put her on the shelf. You cannot play with her emotions. You be upfront and honest with a woman. Don't tell women lies. Grown women don't need to hear that. Some girls are just stupid. You're going to come across really airheaded girls that no matter what you say to them, they're not going to hear you. And then there's other ones who are grown, who hear exactly what you say, and all we want you to do is be honest and upfront. I was in a situation where, like I said, I was being told something from day to day. I don't want to hear something different from day to day. If this is what you want, and you don't think if things are deal breakers for you, and you don't want to be in a relationship with me, you can just tell me that. I'm fine with that. Let me decide whether I want to continue on in this situation with you, and then we'll go on from there. But you don't decide that, our connection is so emotional, and I just love the way you do things, and blah blah blah, and decide you're going to keep me for yourself and keep the other female as well, the girlfriend. Now she's going out on dates with you, and I'm just sitting at home. No, that doesn't work. So I say to you, dude, that's not what kind of relationship I want. At that point, you should stop having sex with the female who you tell you don't want to be in a relationship with. You just want to have her as your friend. Stop doing it. No more sex. I don't care how good it feels to you. If your girlfriend does not satisfy you sexually, you better teach her so that you can go on with her, because that's who you plan on. You plan on marrying her. That's what you stuck with for the rest of your life, and you cannot be out here cheating on your wife. So, decide what you want to do. Now, that's all I have to say to you as far as keeping it 100 and staying in your lane. If there are questions, feel free to contact me. You can post something on my subscribe and put something on my YouTube as a message, and I'll try to answer as many questions. I've been answering questions on my other videos, and I'm glad to answer them. I don't have any issues with that. I just don't want men to misunderstand things and stop making bad decisions and having this language. Men are from Mars and women are from Venus. I'm from Michigan, like I said. I'm not from Venus. We just do things differently in Michigan than they do in Florida. Women do things differently. We hear things, we record it, we store it, we play it back. And that's what women do. We hear every word you say. We know what you're saying to us. We hear the words that's coming out your mouth. We know the words that are coming out your mouth. We know what you're saying to us. We hear it. Now, you know that we hear it. And I'm telling you that women hear you. Every time you say something to her, she heard those words. Don't think for a minute you slipped up and you said it and she didn't hear it. Don't pretend like it didn't exist, because she heard every single word. She heard it. Now, you made a mistake doing sex. You might have made this mistake and said, girl, I love you. Man, don't do that. Keep your mouth shut. 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 Say, girl, I like when you do this thing. I like when you do that thing. Whatever. Don't say you love her. Because now you started a whole nother problem. I'm going to help you guys get past all this craziness. I have other videos that I'm going to make, and I'm going to help you guys. Don't worry. You're going to learn how to talk to a woman properly, how to be honest and upfront, and save yourself undue pain. because all this lying ain't working. This time of being a player. How many of you guys have had your car scratched up, sugar put in your tank, tires flattened, people called on the phone blown up, text to death, being stalked? You know why? Because you don't do things right. You don't do things right. But I'm going to help you get things right. And you won't go through all this crap. All right? Out.